This happened when I was in 8th grade, around Halloween, and it's one of those memories that still sits in the back of my mind. A friend from school invited a few of us over. We decided to go for a walk near her place, a quiet road that eventually disappeared into the woods. About halfway down, an old, rusted car slowed beside us. At first, we thought he was just being careful. Then he stopped. The guy leaned out, maybe in his 50s, greasy hair, stained tank top. "Where are you girls headed?" he asked, in a way that made my stomach twist. We mumbled that we were just walking. He laughed and said, "Shouldn't be out without a few men around," before peeling off. A few minutes later, we found blood on the road. Real blood, leading to a filthy mattress dumped by the trees. The smell was sharp and metallic. Farther in, we saw what looked like bloody children's clothes in a small clearing. We ran. When we got back, my friend's dad went to check, but he never called the cops. That night, the same car drove past the house again, slow, circling. Maybe it was a coincidence, but I still think about that mattress in the woods and wonder what really happened there. This happened in 2021, when I was 17 and working evenings at a Papa John's. It was early October, slow night, just me and 2 coworkers, M and T, running the place while our manager was out. I was at the prep table when I noticed a tall guy in a full clown costume walk by the store. Bright yellow suit, blue hair, mask. I figured it was someone headed to a party. A few minutes later, he passed again, this time turning his head toward the window, watching us. We laughed it off as a Halloween prank, but he kept coming back. Every few minutes, pacing in front of the glass, sometimes vanishing, then reappearing. After about half an hour, he stopped directly in front of the store and pressed his face against the glass, hands cupped around his eyes like binoculars. Just staring. It went on for almost an hour. When M went out to her car, she froze. The clown was by the entrance, watching her, then started humping the air. She bolted back inside and T locked the doors. We called the owner, but by the time help came, he was gone. The clown purge trend was years dead, so whoever that was, he wasn't pranking us. It happened 2 years ago, right before Halloween. I was babysitting for 2 moms who were out together, watching their sons at one of their houses. Around 8, while the boys were glued to their iPads, someone knocked on the door. Neither kid was expecting anyone. I looked through the peephole and saw a man in a gray hoodie, hunched low so I couldn't see his face. Every instinct screamed no. I didn't answer, just paced quietly, hoping he'd think no one was home. After a few minutes, I peeked through the curtain. He was gone. I figured it was a dumb Halloween prank and didn't tell the kids. Hours later, the moms came home. When I mentioned the knock, one of them froze. She said they'd been getting blocked calls around the same time. Someone using a distorted voice, saying, "I can see you through your window." They'd brushed it off because it didn't make sense where they were. But now they were sure whoever that was had come to the house, looking through our window. Nothing ever happened again, but I still think about how close I came to opening that door. If you made it this far, you're officially one of us. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And if you've got a Halloween story of your own, drop it below or send it to my contact email. You never know. It might end up in the next episode of Horror Well.